Hi, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having a fabulous day wherever we are in the world. Hi, welcome. I'm Charlie, and today I wanted to do a video about the recent books that I have read. I was meant to do these the past like February, March, but I didn't read any books in February. What am I on about? I don't even know what I'm on about. Let's just ignore what I've been rambling on about books I haven't read. But I thought I would go through books that I have read. 2 physical books and the rest are actual on my Kindle. So I hope you guys enjoy today's video. I don't know where this will go, don't know how long it will be. It might be a quick video, but I will get through it. Anyway, let's get into the video. So a lot of the books I actually read were on my Kindle, which was a lifesaver to come to think of it. So the book that I read, when did I read this? 4th of March, I finished reading it. And it's Homebound by Meredith Trapp. And basically, she's a bull rider. So it's a female bull rider. I think it's a male hockey star. And it was like childhood friends to lovers, and I think there's also like a dad trope. I really need to write it down, but I gave it a 4-star rating, so I must have thought it was great. But it's a small town romance, so if you like that, highly recommend it. I do remember thinking when I was reading it that I wasn't a big fan of the main character really for a lot of it. All right, so the next book I read is another small town romance, and it is Burn the Wild. It's the Runaway Ranch series by Ava Hunter. I never actually read any of the other 2 books before this book, sorry. So you don't need to read them in order, I guess. And it's about basically a country pop singer and it's like an age gap as well, and like they work on a ranch. And basically when I was envisioning it, I just thought of Mega Maroney when I was reading it, because country pop star, to me, that's Mega Maroney. But anyway, I love this book. It had so much different twists and turns and like surprising things, like because she's running away from the crazy life of being a sinner, and she goes to a small town runaway ranch where she gets away from her manager, and he kind of pretty much has to babysit her in a way because she's not really mentally well. I don't know, it was very cute. I liked how it was a lot of fast paced as well, which was good. It just made me giddy, a lot of it. And some of the parts were very deep though, I must say that. So the next book I read, and I actually have the physical book for this one, and it is the second book of the Crimson Moth series. It is The Rebel Witch by Kristen Cicerelli. I'm probably saying her name wrong. I have zero idea, but I read this, I devoured through it. The first book of the Crimson Moth series, loved it. This book wasn't overly my favorite, but I did really like this and enjoy it. It was very easy to read, very fast paced as well. What I really wished would happen in this book was a bit more spicy scenes. And this is the last book, so it's only a duology, which is kind of sad to think about because I feel like the series could expand a whole lot more. I would have loved to see that. Again, I'm not a big actual like critique in books that I've read, but I really did enjoy this book. I love the main character and also the male character in this, the love interest. It's a witchy vibes. I didn't tell you what the book was about, but basically witch hunter and a witch, bam. Do I need to say any more? But I really enjoyed this. I highly recommend you guys read the first book, which is The Crimson Moth. Then you can read this. Actually, don't think it's, yes, it is the Crimson Moth series. So the next book I read is again on my Kindle, and it's The One Before the One by Emma Cooper. Oh my God. When I tell you, this book, I was so surprised as well. There wasn't actually any smut related scenes or anything, like there was mentions here and there of it. So basically there's this girl and she's dating this guy. He goes missing. He goes on a hike and he goes missing, and like 7 years later, it's her wedding, and she ends up going back to the past the week before he disappears to figure out what happened, if he actually died. And there was so many twists in this because it goes back to the past, and there'll be some scenes where it's the male character, it's his point of view, but halfway through it switches the male character, the guy that disappeared. I'm really confusing myself right now. The switch in it, I had to like go back a few chapters and read it like maybe 3 times because I didn't understand what was happening. But it was so good at how they did that. I've never really done any like investigation type of books. It was such a sweet read as well. It was a sweet book as well. It does deal with like gambling in it as well, so be warned by that if you're triggered like that. But I highly recommend you give this book a go if you want like a quick read, easy to read, deep feels as well. But I really did enjoy that book by Emma Cooper. So the next book, this book that I'm about to tell you, I read within hours because I was that glued to it. I haven't actually read a book like that, like not to put the book down, since probably the Akatar series, maybe Fourth Wing for some of the books, especially the first book actually. Never Lie by Frida McFadden. I have always had like her books on my to be read books, but I never actually picked them up. One, because I'm like, oh, I don't really want to read any like weird, creepy psychological books. But then I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna pick this up, but I'm gonna read it, have a go. It can be a light read throughout the day. I was stuck to this book. And I've seen some people say they like the book, or like her books, or don't like her books, but I really like them. I really like it. I mean, I'm a criminal minds girly. I'm a criminology student, so obviously I'm going to like it. This book was so, oh my God, if you love mysteries, if you love psychological thrillers and like even like criminal minds, you will love this book. Basically, this newlywed couple, they go to tour some like mansions, and they go to a mansion, and the mansion used to be owned by this psychiatrist, and they find, well, the main character, she finds the tapes of the psychiatrist and she begins listening to them. And then the twists, oh my God. Oh my God. Did I mention that the psychiatrist has like gone missing or she's dead? I did not expect what happens. I don't want to spoil it, but there's that. Then the next book that I read was actually, I got it on my Kindle, and it's The Housemaid. And I think it's the one that's been made into a movie with Sydney Sweeney in it. I think it's Sydney Sweeney. I believe it is Sydney Sweeney. And I was like, oh, I'm just gonna read it. I loved it again. Another psychological thriller. Oh my God, am I hooked? I am definitely hooked. So if you guys know any like psychological thrillers, but more with like actual romance scenes, because these ones don't really have any romance scenes, like spicy scenes. And I'm not talking about variety. No, what book is it? Haunting Adelaide. Because I could not, for some reason, I did not like that book. Haunting Adelaide. I can't remember the name. I did not like that book, but something like with romance in it and like psychological thrillers. Let me know any like romancy recommendations, but I did read The Housemaid, devoured through it within seconds. When I say seconds, it's like a day and a bit to 2 days. And now I've literally just finished The Housemaid's Secret, and it's the second book to The Housemaid. So I think there's like maybe 3 or 4 books, 3 books. The first book of the Housemaid one was definitely better than the second one. I'm now planning to read the Boyfriend one by her. Is it The Boyfriend? I think it's The Boyfriend. If you know any other similar readers, please let me know because I would love to read them. But basically those were all I really read these past couple months. From the one before the other, that were all in April. I didn't read really in March or February. It's a bit late of what I've been reading lately, but these are the books that I have been reading and have devoured through and through. Yeah, I really don't have anything else to say, but those are the books I've read as of recently. My mind is not working right now. I don't know why. I know why. I have uni assignments at the moment, so my mind's like all jumbled. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope you guys get a little bit of ideas of these books, and if you guys have read any of the books yourselves, please let me know. I will also give me your recommendations because I want to know what you guys have been reading as well. I'd love to give them a go. But yeah, thank you for watching. I will try and read more when I get the chance. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video, whenever that shall be. I don't know when. So please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.